the evening prayer?
Let's hold hands.
I don't know.
And God be with us.
And also with you. Or is that peace? Peace be with you.
No,
Yeah.
you got it right the first
No,
time.
I see it differently now, right?
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Tangent Podcast, episode 171 for the week of June 18th, 2018. I am your host, Brian Thomas, alongside the politician himself, Brandon Cox.
What's going on?
The Beacon of Light, Anthony Salvatore.
What's up?
And returning, Bootless Wonder, Gary Hines.
What's up?
And we're the podcast for the site pixelatedpoints.com, where we talk about the games that we've been playing during the week and a little segment we like to call On Your Thumb. But we're not doing that this week. This week we're recapping E3 because E3 is wrapping up today, and we're going to go through all of the big press conferences and talk about what we liked, what we didn't like, watch some trailers, give you some feedback, and then just kind of dick around a little bit.
You guys nailed your predictions.
Yeah, I think
a little
we crushed
bit.
it.
You guys did a good job with that.
Yeah.
Some of them,
I don't know about that.
I mean, I was
Shut the
hoping for a
fuck up,
new,
Uwe.
I was hoping for a new Punch Out, but didn't get that.
We'll talk about it.
Yeah, we'll talk
There's
about
good and bad things going down.
Yep. So, what do we want to do first for a press conference? Do we want to do Bethesda first?
We could go in order in which they occurred.
All right. So, we're not
Yeah.
talking about Devolver, EA, or the PC press conference. We're just going to
Not right now, anyway.
We're just going to kind of
Not
throw
touch 'em on.
we're going to touch upon them another one. So, I think we should do Bethesda first, and then we should do Microsoft, Ubisoft, Sony, Nintendo. I think that's what we should do. So, let's start with Bethesda. Let's
Okay.
do that.
I thought they did the best.
You think so?
I mean, it was the only one that I watched, but
Pretty
think-
solid.
I think they did the best for me personally and what my interests are.
Well, I know
So,
one game you're particularly interested in.
There was like 3 or 4 that
Well-
they dropped that.
Yeah, me too. Not
Ri-
just one that I'm really interested in.
It went from 3 to 1.
Well,
So-
What the fuck just happened?
Yeah.
I wasn't playing 3, but when he said 3, but
What did you think was his one?
Doom, obviously.
Well, yeah, Doom is obviously.
Yeah, I shit myself.
Yeah. And Mayan
aggressive.
is
Mayan is
Mayan
Mayans?
yours.
Empire.
2012 is gone.
Like you.
Rage, Elder Scrolls, Fallout. I don't know.
It's gonna be Elder Scrolls. That's mine.
Great.
I think because I still haven't played Doom, so
So
I don't know how we want to go about talking about.
He didn't play Doom, so we want to haze him? Or should we?
I mean, that's his fault.
Yeah.
Okay.
But like when they announced Doom, so I was in a Discord. We were watching it. You know, the Bethesda conference. And I remember they showed a couple of their games like Rage and Wolfenstein, and then they went off into some weird area. So I decided I was going to play a game while it was going on. And then all of a sudden they were like,
that's addiction right there.
yeah. So then
folks.
they were like, okay, Doom's being shown right now.
And
And,
you're
I
like-
literally quit the game that I was watching, and then I missed the entire Doom trailer. But it was
Oh.
only like a minute long.
Yeah.
But it was still like one of those things that, oh my God, that game is going to be. That's something I wasn't expecting, especially since ID Software is working on Rage.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't know. I mean, I feel like it's time. It's like one of those, like, it fits there. But
Yeah.
I'm still pretty excited about it. Like,
so what
I'm
are we
not
thinking next year.
yeah, I could see it being like October of next year. Steve, do we get a trailer? Do
You want some trailer action going
Yeah,
on
let's
for
go.
this?
Let's
Give
get
us
into
something.
Bethesda. So thank you, Polygon, for putting together everything. I think we're gonna skip past. What else do we got, Steve? We're gonna skip past Rage because we've seen that a bunch.
Yep, Rage.
So we're just gonna get into Doom Eternal and watch this ad for Polygon.
My favorites are ads.
Well, I
We're
thought
gonna-
that
not
the
that we-
Doom
Let's
or
ignore
the
that.
Rage, the showcase with the way that they showed it.
Here we go. Maximize that, baby. So this is the Doom trailer, and it's more of just a teaser, really. It's not a trailer.
Only 30 seconds.
not
Yeah, it's a
gameplay.
teaser. Is really what it is.
well, it's longer than Elder Scrolls though, so it's probably more finished than that game.
I don't know.
yeah.
If
Just
you,
bec-
if
it
you had to
They haven't
get,
even begun working on Elder Scrolls, FYI.
Yeah, they just put together a teaser.
I mean, we don't really know. There could be.
The music's the best part about this
Well,
teaser.
sadly, the audio people can't hear it yet. We haven't figured that out.
Yeah, well, you know, if you're watching or if you're listening to the audio version, please go over to youtube.com/pixelatedpoints and watch there. Or you can follow us live and watch us live on twitch.tv/pxlpts.
The only thing that I'm interested in, you see like buildings, tall buildings.
Yeah.
Is this now taking place on Earth or is
Oh,
this-
yeah, it's definitely Hell on Earth. Yeah.
So is this a direct predecessor
I
to,
want to see what this is doing.
to
So-
the first one?
I would say so, yeah.
Yeah.
So, interesting, not Doom 2, it's just Doom Eternal.
Yeah.
So,
I like it.
I do too. I kind of like that they're kind of they're not doing, they're just not rebooting and just going for it. It's kind of doing like the Tomb Raider. So
Yeah.
it's just Tomb Raider and then Shadow of the Tomb Raider and Rise of the Tomb Raider or whatever it is. What else do we got? Do we want to talk about Prey Moon Crash at all? So they announced Prey Moon Crash, which is just a DLC, which is available right now.
Yep.
You can
It's
watch.
on my charts. I got all that.
Yeah, you got the
updates
charts.
now.
I mean, I could.
You can flip through it.
We can flip through it if we want, but let's watch Prey Moon Crash if we want. But I wasn't a huge fan.
I never finished Prey.
I wasn't a huge fan of Prey. I mean, it was good, but I just never clicked. It never really clicked with me.
No.
I don't know if we need.
Yeah, we could probably scroll
skip
through
through
these
these
people
people.
talking.
I don't know what this is.
Okay.
Survival,
the
mode.
survival mode.
Yeah, here we go. Yeah, there we go. Let's get some action in here. Okay. Oh, there's a mimic. Oh wait, it kills. Yeah, it kills those two people. And
It's a
then
little
they-
like something from Aliens.
yeah, and then it shows up, and
It's
then
the future, man. That's
Well, aren't they
That is
doing
just-
like a multiplayer?
in
Is this
Prey.
what this is?
I think
Because they
so.
talked
Yeah.
about like the multiplayer where it's kind of like prop hunt, where the mimics, people get to play as the mimics.
Yeah,
and
it's kind of
turn
like
into
it's
anything.
like Evolve, where 4 players against or
mimics.
4 mimics, I guess, against 1 player. I think.
like Splinter Cell, kind of.
Like Evolve.
It's
or
like
it-
prop hunt.
Is another player like playing the mimic, or is the mimic AI?
Yes. No. It's
Yeah, so if you
PvP.
ever seen the game Prop Hunt, literally there's like 4 people will go into a map, and one person gets to turn into anything like a chair or a table or whatever. Same thing
They
with
have
the
to
mimics.
find-
You
yeah.
gotta find them.
Mhm.
It's the same thing here.
very nice, very cool.
Yeah, the
I mean-
combat here was. This game fell flat for me.
Yeah, I wasn't really a huge fan, and it looks like it's almost like a roguelike. Every time you die during the single player, you just go right back to the beginning and have to try and redo it, and it's randomly generated, seems like. I mean, I don't know. I was not a very big fan of this, but it does look cool, and I mean, if that's kind of... I was really hoping for more of like a BioShock.
Yeah.
BioShock in space, but fell a little flat
All right.
for me. Yeah, I don't know. Does anyone else have anything really
No,
say?
I didn't.
I'm
play.
sure it does have an audience, and
I'm sure it does.
people are excited about
I'm
it.
just not part of that audience. I hope that you... Oh, there you go. You can be a fucking water bottle.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, yeah, I would say we can probably go ahead and skip
with
this.
that. All right, what
But
else do you
let's
wanna
talk
talk
about Wolfenstein: The Youngblood. here.
Okay.
So co-op, it's coming this year, I believe, sometime in November. But you play as BJ Blazkowicz's daughters, twin daughters.
This like DLC?
Yeah,
I can't remember. Yeah,
it's
okay,
DLC.
right.
Which I thought was weird because it. I guess it's not weird because I
Thought it was
feel like
weird
it
'cause
would have
it's
been
old enough to-
Wolfenstein 2, then Youngblood. It's just called Wolfenstein Youngblood, so I thought it was a brand new game. But
Was it old enough to get
like a
it's
DS.
too?
It came out
Wolfenstein
last year.
came out
Was last year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so I think it's gonna be one of those like $40 single player
It's-
co-op stores.
It's 30.
Ooh,
It's 30, which is great. And it's co-op. You can play through the whole game as co-op or single player. And I like the fact that it seems like one is the hunter, one is the brute.
yeah.
So it tailors to your different gameplay. Although different suits. I thought they only had one suit, and I could be wrong on that.
There was the one suit in the game, but I mean,
Maybe they just.
this is the future now.
Oh, it is. It does
Yeah.
take place in the
1980.
80s, right?
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool.
But I'm down with more Wolfenstein too, so whatever.
And then we can move on to the big gun of Bethesda.
The only thing I want to say about Rage, real quick,
Oh, yeah,
we're not
cool.
going to showcase it,
Sure.
but I thought what they did with their gameplay showcase on E3 was like, it was super smart how they incorporated their like collector's edition within the gameplay trailer without saying like this is the collector's edition. They kind of had it on a TV on the side of like something happening.
Oh yeah, okay.
It was the like
the talking
head.
and that's Andrew WK. Do you know
yeah,
that?
yeah, and that's actually the collector's edition, and
Which
stuff
is
like that.
really creepy looking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Rage is going to be absolutely amazing. Avalanche
It's another
Studios.
FPS, right?
That's
what?
yeah. It's on
Survival. Yeah.
It's on PC, Xbox, and
No,
PlayStation.
FPS.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said this is
Yeah.
going to be on
Yeah.
PS.
Yeah, yeah, it's another, yeah.
Yeah, so Avalanche Studios is like creating
Yeah.
pretty much all the car combat, and they were the ones that developed Mad Max, which to me was the best car combat I've ever played in a game. And then ID Software, who's made Doom, is handling all the ground first-person shooting, which sounds like a match made in heaven to me. So I'm excited about that game.
That comes out
This year.
September, maybe.
Check
Fairly
the
soon, yeah.
stats.
I'm gonna check
Good
your
chart.
stats, sir.
That's towards the end, I think, Bethesda. So
Okay, I'll find it. Let's move on to Fallout 76.
Cool.
So this
Yep.
was just kind of a more of a in-depth look at the trailer the trailer that they showed off. Rage
actually
2
pretty
Spring
long.
2019.
Oh, so that's not soon.
I don't know if that's true or not.
That's this.
So
throw it out there.
I'm fairly interested in this game.
No.
I liked, obviously, 3, 4, and New Vegas. The setting seems cool. It's going to be in West Virginia,
Yeah.
so that gives it kind of more.
The best thing about this entire thing is the song.
John Denver.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, what's John
yeah.
Denver's song? Is
But
it?
it's like an indie
West
John
Virginia.
Denver.
Take Me Home, Country
West
Road.
Virginia. Oh,
Take
that's
me
not-
home, Country Road.
Oh, Take Me Home, Country Road. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't get a chance to see this.
So I'm very interested in the multiplayer aspect of it. I want to see how they kind of incorporate that, because they say you're not going to run into anybody.
Well, they say
Really.
it's supposed to emulate a
wasteland.
wasteland.
Yeah, I completely understand that. But the fact that they're making a multiplayer game where you don't run into anybody and you're going to need people,
You don't need people.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
all optional.
essentially you need people to really have a multiplayer experience
No.
if you don't bump into anybody. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
sorry. I get what you're saying. So what you can do in this game, so the map is 4 times bigger than Fallout 4. And I think they're capping it at something like 48 players in one like map.
Yeah.
And you can just play through the story solo. You can play through it multiplayer where you enter in solo and find the 48 other players and see like, okay, is this person going to kill me? Do they want to be friends?
Yeah.
What's the deal? Or you can go in with friends into a world
Yeah.
and then like, roll around and run shit and build settlements.
That
and
seems very battle royale sort of.
I don't think so.
No.
Doesn't
But
it? Like
Can
you're in
you
a,
play solo offline?
I don't know if you can play solo. I felt like
I'm gonna say
Every
Pete
time you go
Hines
into the
said
world,
it was you could play solo.
but every time you go into the world, there's going to be other people in that world.
I don't know.
is it like Elder Scrolls essentially? I guess. Yeah, I have no idea, but
No, it's not going to be an MMORPG.
No, it's
but
not an MMORPG. It is more of
My-
a Fallout with co-op, but also random people in there.
My concern with it, I mean, I'm not a big Fallout guy, but when
Completely
you
broken with VATS.
like, what are you going to do with the VAT system? Like, okay, so
Don't
everyone
use
likes to use VATs, but VAT slows down time. But if you're in a multiplayer and somebody, are you guys like, how do you do that?
that's a good point.
Don't look at me. Ask the man who's
Maybe-
playing it. Anthony probably knows what's going on.
whether he keeps it. I think he's gonna keep it.
You think they're going to keep VATS in it?
I
So
mean, I
if
have a
me and
Pip-Boy
you
on
are
here.
fighting, right,
Yeah.
and you go into like VAT mode against me, I could just sit there shooting you while you're VATting. Like,
Whether it stalls up, whether like he sits there where it stops, like you can't move at all, or whether or not
it's going
But
to stop me.
Doesn't that like breaks the competitiveness? I
Yeah.
guess
What if it works on like a
we can
perk mode?
probably pass. I don't know what Starfield is,
It's
but
their brand new
IP
IP.
is it basically? So it kind of looks like
I don't
Fallout
know.
in space.
I heard lots of good things about it. The trailer doesn't show you shit at all. You got like a little stormy looking thing.
That's Star U.
No.
Is it yellow or is it purple?
Yeah.
Because it
Don't
looks yellow.
fucking
You're right, Star U.
start throwing colors at me.
It's yellow.
No, they're
I can
different.
see it.
I
They're
have
different
no fucking
Pokemon.
clue.
Star
They're
U.
different dudes entirely.
But Anthony, just getting back to Fallout because I think we should probably. Stick
Yeah, you
on
can
that
play
for
it.
a
We can talk about
second.
Fallout. That's
Sure.
fine.
Anthony, what are your thoughts on this multiplayer online?
I know I pre-ordered, so hopefully when I do the beta test, I get to see what's.
Wait,
what's
when's
kind-
it
When
coming
is
out?
the beta?
No, there's
out
no.
later this year.
Yeah, it doesn't actually say.
No, I mean like the actual game itself.
Later.
Like,
later this
yeah,
year, no,
like
like
November.
November.
Yeah,
10th.
November.
That's
It's
why
out
I'm
this year,
con-
right? Yeah.
That's why I'm
believe
concerned.
so.
Like, when's the beta? Because like, if they don't have that soon, the game comes out in November. Like,
'Cause- sorry to interrupt you.
November 14th.
We didn't see any like actual gameplay.
No, you
Yeah,
did.
they
did.
You did.
oh yeah, they
Was
did.
that like?
Yeah.
They just didn't show any shooting.
Correct.
Yeah, they did.
Well, not in that trailer that we.
Not in the trailer that we watched.
It didn't
but
show that.
We were watching trailers, but there's plenty. I
Did they?
think you
They
can
showed VATS.
plenty of videos with
It
demos.
gives you the Pip-Boy, but
the show
it, like
floor.
which is
But
the
that doesn't
assumption.
necessarily mean
Correct.
VATS. That's like his
Yeah.
pause menu.
You get like
Correct, but you
yeah.
get VATs from Pip-Boy.
Oh, I thought you got like you upgraded your VATS through that. You get the VAT. Like,
it's a
again,
Pip-
like
it's
I've,
like it's a mechanic within the technically
Oh.
like the Pip-Boy.
all
Yeah,
right.
I'm just,
I just
I'd be really interested to see like what Justin's thoughts are on this.
Mm-hmm.
Just because like I know he's somebody that just wants to play alone. You could see him just farming for something, and then like all of a sudden he gets killed like
He's
by
just-
some random guy. Like, how is that gonna how's his experience going to be with this game like that? Is there going to be a lot of trolls? People are going to figure, obviously, in any type of open world game, especially multiplayer, they're going to figure out something to troll people with, right? They're going to know, like, okay, this is a very important part of the map that people are always going to come to. I'm going to sit here and I'm just going to keep killing people over and over again. Like, is
Gary,
that going
it
to...
sounds like you're speaking from experience.
I don't know what game I'd even be experiencing this with, but...
Or are you doing it to someone?
But that's the risk you run
it
with
reminds me
any
of like
online.
Sea of Thieves, I guess.
Yeah.
Sea of Thieves, where you sit there and people got all their treasure, and you just sit by where they
Throw
bring the
us,
treasure, and you just
smoke
kill them,
grenades.
and then take all their treasure.
But you can't rob anybody of anything. It's really just a kind of an asshole. Like
No,
if you
I
kill-
thought you could steal their stuff in this. No.
In Fallout?
you keep everything. I believe you said you.
Oh
can
yeah, no, he did say you were right. You're right.
keep, you
Anthony.
don't lose that. So doing it is just really to, if it is to.
But
be
if
an
you
asshole.
kill someone, you can't take their stuff, and they
Well, you gain experience,
keep
though,
their
I'm
stuff.
assuming.
Like, you know
You
what I
do
mean?
gain
Like, would
experience.
they drop what they have so you get that, but they still keep it as well? I don't know.
Like a
it's going to
I
be
see what you're saying.
interesting.
Like if it duplicates the weapon, but they still keep it, and you get whatever they
It's going
have.
to be
money?
interesting to see how they do it.
Or some,
Caps, all caps.
some caps, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It'd be very interesting. I mean, I'm kind of like, I saw that and I was interested. I hate Fallout. I hate Fallout.
It's a very
I
strong
think-
word.
I don't know. I just don't like it. But I'm more interested in Fallout 76. I think it's because it's doing something new, and I think they realize like Fallout 3 was amazing. People like were blown away by it, and then Fallout New Vegas was just more of the same. But people were so excited to get more of the same.
Yeah.
With Fallout 4, it was apparently a great game. I disagree, but it was a great game, and it just didn't blow the doors off of everyone like Fallout 3 did. You know what I mean? It didn't have those moments where people were like, holy shit, I'm leaving the vault for the first time, all this other stuff. And I think that they need to switch it up a little bit, and I think that's exactly what they're doing.
I think the
with
setting.
76.
I think the setting has a lot to do with that. To be
West
honest with you.
Virginia, Boston.
Well, these are the first people to come out. This is a prequel to all the other
By
games.
setting, I mean I think people like 3 because it was DC and a lot of things are recognizable, so people kind of identified
Like
that
those
more.
landmarks.
But it's a historical aspect.
Sure, and New Vegas was different because it had the gambling aspect. It was sort of like
Vegas
more
sucked.
seedy.
Sure.
I think 4 kind of hit the mark for one reason because it's Boston and only people from the Boston area really kind of feel that, you know.
Like, feel it.
Yeah, Boston
But
has
you
the
know what the
same.
inaccuracies are.
Sure, but Boston has the same feeling as DC does. It's not as cosmopolitan.
Do you think West Virginia is going to?
And that's my argument as well. Is maybe West Virginia might not. I mean, I can understand why they do it from a logistics standpoint, but from a point of like noticeable landmarks stuff like that, I think it's going to be just an empty landscape, especially it being 4 times bigger. You know?
Gotcha. So it's just
gonna be-
more. It's just more of an open, vast area, is what
Yeah.
you're saying. Okay.
I'm really excited to see
Well,
what they do with
They
it.
put their own landmarks.
Well, there was a guy like a mascot on it. I think I want to say that's the University of West Virginia.
Okay.
I don't quote me on that, but yeah, I don't know.
I
It's
know
good-
they said that they were going to be incorporating some of the West Virginia lore into some of the creatures and stuff like that, which will be cool for the people in West Virginia. I don't give a shit.
Maybe
one
Bigfoot.
thing that I did find hysterical, and I know
Mango
Steve probably, I don't know if you've seen it, was the Skyrim.
Oh,
how they shit all
Alexis?
over- yeah.
Or Alexa?
Yeah,
Oh
they
my god,
shit
that
over
was
Skyrim.
so
Oh, yeah, how-
funny.
Did not see that.
Yeah, they like
with
made
the
fun of
comedian.
themselves.
Yeah,
so
the
they had,
next Skyrim is going to be like played through Alexa, and it's
Which-
like,
Oh, I kind of heard
you can
something
actually
about that.
download
yeah.
it. You can actually download it and play it.
I haven't
It
done
was-
that yet.
it
I really
was
want
good.
Are
to.
they going off the meme of like them like
Yeah.
Skyrim's on everything?
So
Yeah,
they literally
remaster,
had
remaster.
they got Keenan Michael Key
Yeah.
to basically be playing Skyrim and on the on Alexa, and you know, so she's like, a dragon attacks you and you have 4 health left. He's like, drink a
potion?
health potion, and she's like, you have no health potions. He's like, eat a piece of cheese. How many cheese wheels do I have? And she's like, you have 941 cheese wheels. I eat all the cheese wheels. Get my health back. So it's just
I
kind
would
of
play
like
the
a.
shit out of that game.
It's-
it's very see that sounds a lot like a text adventure though.
Well,
'Cause
it,
that's what
it
would
is,
happen. It'd be
but they were like making fun of themselves, and then
like-
it was like,
It was
oh,
really
you can
good.
also
Yeah.
play on your
Is-
smartphone and your smart fridge, and
Is it released now though?
I think so. I think you can actually go ahead. and play
hilarious.
it.
I'm definitely
yeah,
gonna do
I
that.
thought you would have seen that.
Yeah.
I mean, I heard about it. I just didn't, check it
Logistically,
out.
I mean that's like
Just play it. Let
it's
us
a
know.
120-hour game at least.
All right, Cox.
All
just
right.
play
Yeah.
it.
Take it easy there.
See how it is. Let us
through
I
it.
know.
mean,
the next
put down
one.
the flashlight and just fucking play the game.
Wowza.
Save some
All right,
hours.
and then I
You
guess
probably
they
play it
kind of
during.
So what's
They-
what do we want to talk?
let's.
You can-
well,
you can
we won't
multitask.
watch Starfield, Oh, unless we want to watch Starfield.
There's really nothing in
Okay,
that.
so there's nothing there. And then
is-
the big thing that they showed off, they teased, I guess, is Elder Scrolls 6,
Yeah, let's take a
which
little-
is just a... Yeah, we could watch it for the folks at home. But it
looks
really-
beautiful.
It does look beautiful. It just...
How's that water?
A lot of people are like, oh, it's going to be here, it's going to be there. I'm like,
Yeah,
I don't
what-
know where you can...
What's
like,
the consensus though? Where do people think it's going to be?
an island, I guess, in the world of
Well, no, I mean
Tamriel or whatever the fuck the world is.
anybody. I mean,
I think maybe because they see ocean,
Yeah.
they see, oh, it's got to be on an island, and there is an island in that
peninsula.
world. I just don't, or yeah, I don't know.
well, you
where.
also got to think they've already done a couple places.
They've
So
done
you
5, Brandon.
So you can eliminate. There's only like 7 places in the world, right?
Brandon, I have no fucking clue.
It's been a while since I played Skyrim, so I don't.
Fus Roda, bro. Uh-oh. Don't get us, Steve. Don't get us onto It's a Girl, Quiplash, Let's Play.
I know. I ain't part of that.
All right.
Get the
Yeah,
fuck
but I
out
heard
of
that they're not. They haven't even started development on it. It was just kind of we're about to start making this
It you know what it really feels like?
game. Metroid.
Metroid Prime 4, man.
That's weird.
Hey,
it's
what's
weird.
coming
We'll get there.
out?
We'll get
Coming
there.
out this holiday.
Yeah.
That's why I tweeted out.
Yep.
Can't wait.
Can't wait. Hashtag can't wait for that fucking free game, Billy Gardner. I'm talking to you. So, all right. I mean, I think that's going to be it for Bethesda's press conference, I guess, post-show analysis.
I give him an A. Give him an A. I mean, I think Rage
Like a
with
solid
Rage,
B.
Yeah.
with Rage, Doom, Wolfenstein. There's Fallout. Obviously, is huge. Announcing Elder Scrolls, and then announcing their new IP, Starfield. I mean, I think they gave us a lot for what they're working on, which is fantastic to me. But that's just me. A lot of the
So-
games are catered to me because there are a lot of first-person shooters.
I'm going to give it a B overall, only because there's not a lot of games that speak to me here. But I think the press conference and the flow of everything, like while watching it, I wasn't ever bored. Like, all right, let's hurry the fuck up. Like, what the hell's going on here?
I like how
But-
they made fun of themselves with
Yeah.
the Skyrim
Oh, yeah.
thing. Like,
Huge.
It was,
I give them a B. Cox, what do you got?
I'm gonna give them a B as well because I feel like some of their properties they could have emphasized a little bit more.
how? What are you talking about?
They could give us more. They could have gave us more Elder Scrolls. They could have gave us a little more.
You would have liked to see these things.
They haven't
Correct.
even
Like-
begun making it yet.
I know they haven't made it yet, but if I guess you can make the argument if they haven't made it yet, don't announce it, right? Have something
Tangible.
solid to
It's
present.
marketing 2018, bro.
I get that. But you can do that on Twitter. You don't need to blow up E3 with just a 5-second trailer.
Yeah, well, Anthony, what are you going to give it?
B plus.
B plus. All right.
Like that. Steve.
I don't know. B plus. I'm not necessarily sure. I'd like to know a little bit more. I don't like the Starfield trailer. It's real weird.
That was the one that was
it's
weird.
like, just if you're gonna show it, give me more info. There's all it says too is it's a suggested a first-person shooter RPG hybrid. Might have to wait until QuakeCon for more info.
Yeah.
It's like
why
okay.
why show that one?
Yeah.
off?
Yeah, it's
You
like
know, and especially if they've been working on it too, like give us a little bit more.
Yeah.
not that I would knock him down for it per se, but it's like, come on.
Yeah.
If you're
So
gonna show
are we giving it a B? Because I'm writing these.
I give it like a B.
All right, you got a solid B. All right, cool. So I think that's going to be it for our E3 press conference post-show analysis. We're going to take a quick break and come right back with the next one that we're doing. So if you're watching on Twitch, stick with us. We're just doing this for recording purposes and cutting them up and throwing them up on YouTube later. So we'll be right back.